Well, hello everybody. This is Dr. Dick from Columbus, Ohio. You are listening to our CTFO Rockstar Team Training for February the 9th, 2020. CTFO, if you're new, is a nutritional products and wellness company. It was founded by these three guys that you see on your screen if you're watching online. Steve and Stuart Finger, two brothers, and Michael Kahn. I have known Stuart and Michael for more than 10 years. They're fantastic people. I just met Steve about 6 months ago. These guys are as honest as the day is long. They have unbelievable integrity. They started this company for distributors, and they became distributors themselves. That's how they get paid. They do not receive any corporate bonuses or salaries. That just shows you the kind of people they are. Well, we made some progress this week. We've signed up 179 new members. 26 of those came in for free by mail from a postcard or a flyer or a print ad. All of those sources tend to come in by mail, although some, obviously a lot of postcards just go to the website. Our 31-day team sales volume is, as of this morning, is $56,972. That's up a little bit from last week. Our weekly team sales volume to date, $11,722. We have the rest of the day to increase that a little bit, but that's a reasonably good week. As of this morning, we have a total of 35,332 members in our group. I know some of them joined years ago and never did anything. As I watch the new members, I load them into the email list. I delete a bunch of them who are obviously fake. So if you're buying clicks online, be careful where you buy them from, because some of you are getting real garbage, okay? And that partly accounts for the number of members who are inactive and all that kind of stuff. Some of them aren't even real people. So be careful about promoting online. Run solo ads or that kind of thing. I would be very leery of clicks that you can buy. The postal profit system continued to grow from our mass mailings, and another mass mailing will go out very soon. We send out 475 info packs. I get a report every day on the number of people who actually listen to the recording that is at the end of the info pack, and those numbers are increasing. And the recording is 18 minutes long, and it tells you how long they listen. Most of them listen to the full 18 minutes. That's good. One of the people who just got one of those info packs a week or so ago already signed up this week. We also sent out 27 follow-up letters. So postal profit system is rocking and rolling. A few updates that I want you to know about. The February newsletter was sent out yesterday to the email list. A copy of the newsletter is included in every postcard lead order. So it's out, and hopefully people are seeing it. There's some new information on the back office homepage that I'll show you on the next chart that you need to be aware of. Those reports back there are getting better every day. Really, there's only one thing left that I want, and that's to be able to download my entire downline. I can still only download 9 levels, and that's not the whole bunch by any means. The postal profit system, for your information, is now fully automated. And what I mean by that is when the coupons come in to me, I have a little, I think it's called Tactronics, barcode reader. There's a little barcode in the upper right-hand corner of the coupon. I just scan them in one at a time, and then I go to our CRM system online and upload that file, and it spits out all the names and addresses and everything that I need to mail either follow-up letter. Well, I'm not doing follow-up letters that way, but to mail info packs to. I capture that file, and then I go online again to our Postalocity system, and that automatically spits out the info packs, follow-up letters, and so on. So what used to take me hours and hours, I'm now able to do in much, much less time. We can now handle literally hundreds, if not thousands, of responses per day. So we're all geared up. If you haven't, if you're a Postal Profit System participant and you haven't been ordering mass mailings, you should be doing that. Let me also say that if you're using what we call the phone book cash system, I've noticed some people sending coupons back in that obviously they mailed to somebody, but you're supposed to use that only to mail Postal Profit System invitation letters to local business owners. If you mail that letter to some guy who sent you a chain letter in the mail, you're not going to get a good response from that. Yes, they may respond to the letter, but they're not going to join as an auto ship member. You're wasting time and money doing that, okay? Only mail that letter to business owners in your local area. So that's what that system is for. The best way to use Postal Profit System is to do mass mailings. You have to make a commitment to do that financially, but they're actually more cost effective than mailing postcards. I've demonstrated that to all of you in the past before. I also got an update on Health Canada from Steve Finger. We've been very frustrated at not being able to get our CBD products into Canada. We've been working on it hard, and well, he referred me to an article that appeared in the Hemp Industry Daily, and it basically says that Health Canada readies the next step for cannabis health products. I read the article, and yes, it's kind of encouraging, but it looks like they're really moving slowly to provide. The problem is when they legalized marijuana, they lumped everything under that, and then when people wanted to promote hemp products, they didn't know how to proceed. So they've done a big survey or asked people to respond as to how they should allow the use of hemp natural health products and veterinary health products. So they're in the middle of going through that process. When I read further down in the article, it sounded like this might take years. So I hope it's not going to take that long, but if you're one of our Canadian members, we don't have too many in our group, you can still promote the non-CBD products, in particular The weight loss keto shakes and keto creamer are really hot. So that's my suggestion to you if you live up there. Okay, if you go look on your home page, you will see something that looks like this. There's also the business builder packs below this, but I showed you that before. But it shows you your total team sales volume. That's what I just reported to you as of, whenever you log in. It says I have 15 active directs. That's interesting. It says I have 17 directs on AutoShip, but only 15 active directs. I'm not sure that computes. Right now I'm being paid as a senior vice president. The highest rank I achieved was executive vice president. I scratched out my PSV and commissions because that's private information. But here's the really cool thing. It tells me my top 5 largest unilevel legs, okay, and what percentage of my total volume each leg is contributing, because there's that 60% rule that you're faced with as you go to the higher ranks. You can see that, and it even tells me the current volume of each leg. Rob Martz of Smarts Marketing is on top of my largest leg. My second largest leg is headed up by a lady who has been inactive for 2 years. Okay, all this volume is coming from somebody about 2 or 3 levels below her, and she has no idea that she has that kind of volume below her. Kind of sad. That's what happens when people quit. Okay. Zodi Data, Jay Peters' organization, is the 3rd largest leg. My wife Elaine has the 4th largest leg, and my buddy Nathan Dickerson and his wife Phyllis have the 5th largest leg. Both Elaine and Nathan and Phyllis are on my top level in my matrix, as well as, of course, in my unilevel organization. They were 2 of those 3 positions. The 3rd guy quit. Okay, so all the volume below him, and I'm not sure where he falls on the, because they only show you 5. All right, so I'm not sure where he falls on the volume scale, but he's missing out. All right, don't quit. It's not smart. Okay. Well, how do you build a CTFO business anyway? I mean, I get this question all the time. I don't know what to do. What do I do? Well, the first thing you do is you become an active member. You get yourself on a product auto ship, monthly shipment for any one product that's at least $47.47. That's pretty affordable for almost anybody. If you're, some examples of products that are exactly that are 300 milligram CBD oil, the 10X Pure Multivitamin, the Super 7, I think the Chew-Offs. So, we have a number of products that are either at that exact amount or slightly above that. It's pretty easy to be an active member. If you're not willing to use your own products, then you are in the wrong business, okay? I don't see how you can promote products that you're not using. You don't have to use them all. Let's say you're just using the keto creamer. You buy a 2-pack or a 3-pack of keto creamer every month for you and a family member, and you're giving some of them out to friends. You can talk about what that creamer is doing for you and how it's helping you curb your hunger and maybe helping you lose some weight. All right? Very important, because when you approach other people about your business, the first thing they're going to ask you is, well, what are the products and are they any good and which ones are you using? If you're not using the products, kind of hard to answer that question, at least honestly. Secondly, advertise your business. Why do you want to advertise your business? Because you must bring in new members who buy product to get paid. If you don't ever bring anybody in, or the people you bring in never buy any product, you're not going to make any money, okay? Every business I know of, from McDonald's to Walmart to Joe's Pizza, advertises constantly. You have to advertise constantly too. We give you a bunch of ways to do that. Postcard systems, postal profit system. You can use online solo ads if you know how to do that. You do Craigslist, whatever. Some people do that. You can, for free, open your mouth. Talk to your warm market. Talk to people you know about your business. Say, I've tried this 10X Pure Gold Super 1000, and it really helped my shoulder or my knee or whatever. Talk to people. That's free. Okay, most types of advertising either cost money or time. If you have no money, then you need to spend time. Number 3, follow up with your new members using our welcome letter, okay? But you can also use phone and email. Now, 95+% of emails go unopened or go into spam folders. So be aware of that. If you just send email to people, they're unlikely to see it. If you call them on the phone, you're probably going to get voicemail. They may or may not respond. If you send them something in the mail, they will see it, because everybody opens their mail. They don't always answer their phone or respond to email, but everybody opens their mail. When you get a new sign-up, the company sends you an email with that person's name, address, phone, and email. Take that address, send them one of our welcome letters. If you want a welcome letter that is personalized to you, shoot me an email and I'll send you one. The welcome letter just tells them a little bit about the Rockstar team and how we're doing. It encourages them to use the second page, which is the free postcards and names request coupon, by getting on AutoShip. Guess what? It goes right back to number 1. Because the whole purpose of follow-up with your new members is to get them to do number 1 and number 2. Okay, then you just rinse and repeat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Kind of like a waltz. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Keep doing that until you have at least 7 levels of active members in your matrix. If you do that, you'll be making more money than you know what to do with. Why do we use direct mail? Well, I don't like to hold parties or do hotel meetings or those kind of things. I could do it, but I don't like to do it, okay? So main reason I use direct mail is it allows me and my entire team to approach people we don't know. Way back when I first got started in this industry, I went to my sponsor and I said, I've talked to everybody I know. Most of them said no. Some of them laughed at me, all those kind of things. And I said, I've run out of people to approach. Well, back then they said, well, go meet people. Go meet people in the mall, okay? I don't want to do that. It didn't work then. I don't think it works now. So when you run out of people to talk to, direct mail allows you to talk to, if you will, people you don't know. That's the number one reason. Of course, you should always contact the people you do know, your warm market, family and friends first, and then expand to the cold market, the people you don't know. If you don't know, you can enroll your spouse, your adult children, your mother, your father, your sisters and brothers, your cousins, your aunts and uncles. Enroll as many of your family members as you can. Enroll as many friends as you can. If you've been in a business like this before, contact the people you're in business with. Upline, downline, sideline, anybody that you knew in that previous company, contact them about your CTFO business. Send them to your website. You have their email. Send them an email. Say, hey, I just ran across this fantastic thing. I joined for free, and I can't believe how great it is. Go check it out and give me your opinion. Everybody loves giving you their opinion, so give them the opportunity to do that. That's what you do with warm market. Then you can expand to the cold market by using our direct mail systems. The number 3 reason I like direct mail is anybody can mail a letter or a postcard with virtually no training. I mean, how hard is it to take a postcard, put a label on it and a postcard stamp, not a 55-cent stamp, a 35-cent stamp, all right? Get a stamp and stamp your ID on every card in the blank space where it's supposed to go. Anybody can do that. You can get your 10-year-old to do that for you. You know, if you can talk them into doing it. They might get bored after a while and say, I don't like doing this anymore. But the point is, it's easy. Easy is important. Why? Because it means the system is duplicatable. Duplicatable is a very important word in our industry. If what you're doing isn't duplicatable, it will be very hard for you to create what we call exponential growth or geometric growth, where your sales organization kind of grows like a virus. In order for it to do that, whatever system you're using must be highly duplicatable. Direct mail is as duplicatable as it comes. It also builds on leverage, the work of other people. And what that means is when you're mailing all by yourself, you feel pretty lonely in terms of the responses. But when you've got 4 or 5 people mailing with you, or hundreds of people mailing with you, you're getting a lot of leverage out of that because you're benefiting from the work of other people. That's another good reason to contact your warm market first. Get 4 or 5 of them mailing with you from the get-go. Okay, does it work? Yes. Direct mail works for everybody except those who quit mailing. Why? Because when you quit mailing, you quit advertising, and yes, it quits working. It's something you have to do every week, every day, or you can divide it up. If you're mailing postcards, you can mail a few every day or every week. I recommend you mail postcards every week. If you're mailing Postal Profit System invitation letters, you're mass mailing them, I recommend you try to do that every month. Do a mailing every month. But you have to keep advertising, all right? And when you're using direct mail, you have to keep mailing if you want it to work. Okay. Reminders of calls. The corporate webinar call is at 9 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays. Just go to ctfowebinar.com, or you can join by phone by calling 669-900-6833, but it will ask you for a meeting ID or number. That ID is given to you in the email that goes out reminding you of the corporate webinar. So You can listen on your phone, but you got to have that meeting ID. Mike Swilling, Mayan Roller, the #1 distributor in the company, holds his legacy team call at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Thursday nights. That number is 319-527-2973. You do not need an access code to listen in on Mike's phone call. If you are advertising by word of mouth, okay, Mike is the guy to listen to. He's the best at that of anybody I know, and I recommend to you that you listen to his calls on Thursday nights. It's a training call, okay? All right. Well, the only story I have this week is that I sat down last night, being a graduate of Duke University, and of course watched the Duke Carolina game, which came on at 6 o'clock last night here. It was an incredible game. There were some questionable calls in both directions, and Carolina got a really bad one at the end of the overtime. But my point is, the Duke guys were behind as much as 12 points, and they managed to come back and win by 1 point in overtime. Now, that's not just a sports story. It is a don't quit story, okay? They didn't give up. They were down 12 points to their arch rival, who, by the way, is not having a good year. Duke is having a pretty good year. Carolina's having such a terrible year, they're not even going to make the postseason. So to lose to them would have been terrible, and it would have been easy for that team to get discouraged in the middle of the second half when they were trailing 10 or 12 points, couldn't seem to catch up. But they didn't quit. That's the point. If you want to be successful in anything, whether it's basketball or business, you cannot be a quitter, okay? Don't be a quitter. Keep plugging, keep going. You'll win in the end. Have a fantastic week, people. Dr. Dick, signing off.